Good morning and welcome to Lukai Vlogs. So yeah, as you saw in the last clip, I spoke about the oil light, the rev counter. Sorry, not the rev counter, but that is one of it actually. The oil light, the battery light, and the heat gauge. I'm gonna show you now where I connected it, or where I found the wires for it, and I'll explain to you how I checked which wires are which. And then as you also saw that when I revved the car, so the alternator fell off. So I'm gonna fasten the alternator again, and there's a leak on the water pipe, and I'll show you that as well. So today we're taking the intake off again to get to the water pipe, and then while the intake is off, I'm going to do the alternator. So as you can see here, alternator is loose, so I'm going to put the alternator back into its place and actually check why it's so loose. It's not supposed to be that loose, because there's definitely a bolt at the bottom that is not there. So the bolt should go through this. There's one ear on the side and there's another ear on the other side. When I remove it, I'll show you. This water pipe here at the back that comes off of the, I don't know if you can see now, but off of the water pump, and yeah, this pipe. So there's a leak on that side, so that I'll have to sort out. Yeah, that is basically the main work that I need to do. I'll not anyway. So on your shock tower, on your driver's side shock tower, yeah, about this plug. So remember I said that this wires was cut, the loom was cut. So if you look at the plug, this is the ignition wire, right? The black with a yellow line, that's the ignition wire, ignition switch. So this will be dead when the ignition is off, and you turn the ignition on, there will be 12 volts to this wire. So I'm using this at the moment for the dictator. It's 12 volts. The bottom one is the white with the black line. I mean, sorry, the black with the white line. It's a thick wire. This is for your starter switch. So when you turn the key to swing the car, this one is to swing, right? Then let me just grab these quickly like this. Then your green, your yellow with the green line, that's your second pin, right? From your second row, so should I say the middle row, second one down, yellow with the green line. This is your for your heat gauge. Yes, DJ, I'll come in the tire now. And then your white with a blue line, this is for your battery light. Okay, that is your, also in the second row or in the middle, your third wire from the top, that's for your battery light. And then in your first row, your second wire, it's a yellow with a red line. This is for your oil light inside the car on the cluster. I still need to connect the rev counter. I'm not really too much in a worry about the rev counter right now at this moment. The battery light is to check if the car is charging, but I know the car is charging. The light is just not going off inside, so I have to check on the alternator if I'm getting my power and this ground, actually the alternator grounds itself. So yeah, I just need to check if there's power on the alternator, and I know that everything else is working. Oh yes, the way to test it. So all you need to do is you obviously put on your ignition, you take your wire. So I've got the oil light now, the wire. So all you do is you take your wire and you touch it onto an earth, anywhere where it's a proper earth contact. So it can be on your shock tower, on your motor itself, anywhere that is a definite earth. Then check inside the car, or have somebody sit inside the car and see if the light goes on. The same with the heat gauge. You touch it onto an earth and your heat gauge should go right up to hot, overheating, like that. So if it goes over to hot, then you know, right, so this is your heat gauge wire. If your oil light goes on by touching this wire onto an earth and your oil light goes on, then you know, right, that is also working. That is your wire, should I say. Your battery light is this exact same thing. You touch it onto an earth and then your battery light will go on. Yeah, that is how you test to check which wire is for that specific light. So with that said, let's remove the intake. Let's remove the, not necessarily remove the alternator, but let's fix that, and then let's fix that water leak. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything more today, so yeah, let's get into it. Right though, so let's remove the fuel rail first. Fuel rail removed. Alright guys, so my leak, can you see that water laying there? So my leak came from here, and the first time I threw in water, the leak was on this side, but yeah, I think this pipe is not for this car, or it was a gemaakte pipe, because this pipe didn't have like a lip type of where o-ring or seal will go on to go into there. So I took a radiator hose that is a bit too small for this pipe, and obviously it was like a bit too big to go inside the water pump. So obviously just forced it into the water pump and then forced the pipe into the hose. So that makes a seal, because it will force the hose to expand inside here, and obviously it's a bit too small for the iron pipe, so it makes its own seal. Yeah, and obviously the force pushing the pipe in. And then on this side I just put some silicone there, but I only put one bolt in, so don't make the mistake that I made. If it should have get 2 bolts, put 2 bolts in, because it did twist a bit, so it's supposed to be laying like straight. When I rev the car, the radiator is a bit blocked, so the pressure couldn't flow through here. So the pressure obviously twisted it, and that's what caused it to leak. So I don't think I'll remove it. I'll just push it back into place and then reseal it. It might not even need more silicone. but we'll see what we're gonna do about that. Oh, maybe there's just no silicone on the back side, but anyway, so here we go. Alternator. As you can see, I can remove it. So if there was a bolt in here, so the bolt goes through there, and obviously through here. So if there was a bolt in, it wouldn't have been able to come out like that, the way it just did. So I don't think there was a bolt in there. That's why it fell off. So yeah, let's fix that leak. Let's mount the alternator, put the intake back, and yeah, I think I might even put the exhaust on today because it's a bit too loud. So yeah, let's just do all of that, and then I really want to feel how this car drive. I didn't try this car yet, so yeah guys, I think while I'm here I'm going to remove this oil pressure switch because it's not working. So yep, on the side, yeah. Is it recording? Top button to record. Yeah, it is recording. Met 90. En die stel je het wel.
Is het iets van ge? Is het iets van hoor?
Ja.
Maar die nou weer net niet iets van.
Huh?
Dat is dan niet iets van. Iets van. Wat moet er stop?
Not that motor. Other motor is what?
Het was eens in de andere bak.
Not in the.
Ja, smaakt McDonald's. Wat is Dan zijn we net een keer perel. De pompen in de perel. Dat is vijf McDonald's. Met die is een slappie.
Pam, pam.
Oh oui, doggy style? Doggy style doen ze.
Je bent een jetski. Is er een doggy's vast?
Maar die dog is vast, we moeten koud afgelopen. Ja.
Oh, cuz. You see? What do you last night?
Ja.
Where's Baz at home? Smaak to give you a call some rotation.
Nah, I'm gonna go buy it's e-packer in.
Oh, battery one. Battery one.
Ja, wireless.
Yeah.
Like my work.
Yeah. I wish I had one.
Wat net natin ba siya ba yung work? Company niya lumos.
I didn't ask him yet. I was gonna ask him when I go opposite. But accelerate for him?
Hoe is accelerating dingen? Keep it. Was it always again?
Nah, it was not. I made it like this. Trip Zee?
Huh?
Trip?
Acceleration? Oh.
Okay, ja. Sander make sure it up full.
Isn't that it? That's just like, I just supposed to be that. Acceleration.
What? Nice.
Hello?
Yeah, just on time lapse. You're playing music here. Sorry. No, I don't do that.
Suppose it.
See, put on time lapse if not. Right point. I mean, I don't think this battery's gonna, the starter pack's gonna help. Boy. I need to check the box.
Swan.
One. Okay, wait, prime it now. Okay.
Where's the other one?
It's in the box. Oh, it's up on the table there.
Swan.
Yeah? I mean. Goed of? Let bakkie in. Okay, take this stuff so long. Are you gonna be tricky?
That means you're gonna argue again. What the fuck are you gonna do now? You know what to.
So I decided that I'm just going to tow the car. I was struggling. I edited the clips. I was struggling to edit it out. So because as you can know that I'm using the battery in the car, another battery on the floor, with the jumpers, and 2 starter packs. So yeah, it's just gonna be better to tow the car. because I know the car can start, the car can drive. I was just struggling to actually get the car started, so we're just gonna tow the car and then give you guys a test drive. Well, mainly for me.
Al?
as you guys can hear, the motor is quiet, no noise, alternator is fast. Yeah, it's just I think there's a like a valve steam leak or something. Maybe it's just rings, or that there's somewhat of a mist and it smokes a lot, so either valve stem seals or ring